Good afternoon. Today we're sitting down with Howie Brown of Wahoo BBQ. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I appreciate you taking the time. We're going to take 15, 20 minutes of your time or as much as you want to talk. Go through some questions. And as I said earlier, and for folks that listen on the podcast, this is the first time I'm sharing this, we don't give the questions to the interviewees ahead of time because I want some honest responses. So with that said, we'll get running. Where'd you grow up?
Right here in Fluvanna County. Yep. Born and raised here, lived in Lake Monticello, and still living here in Fluvanna.
What'd your parents do for a living?
So my dad's an electrician, retired now, sold electrical products for a big company. My mom's been in the accounting field and different fields here and there. She's also retired now as well.
So life is good for you.
Absolutely.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yep, we have one big sister.
What does she do for a living?
She works right here with us.
That is a true statement, isn't it?
Absolutely, yep.
So we'll talk more about your specific family. Are you married?
Yep.
Any children?
Yep. Three children. Married 16 years will be this May.
How'd you meet?
Here at school or in Fluvanna County as well. We both were born and raised here. She's 6 months older than me. I like to say that too.
As someone who has an older wife, I understand
right.
the value.
Yeah, we met pretty much in the schools and dated for a long time through her college career and got married after that.
What's she do for a living?
She's a pharmacist in Scottsville.
Okay.
Scottsville Pharmacy down there in Scottsville.
Very nice. Very nice. What made you decide to stay here? I mean, obviously you've had Fluvanna County your whole life, but
yeah.
Why not go elsewhere as you grew?
There's something to be said about building a foundation where you're from, and you've got a lot of strong roots here. You know, a lot of people support us here. The community in general, we know a lot of people, and I think they back me, 100%. And it makes a lot of sense for me to stay right here in this county, put my efforts into it where I've gotten a lot out of it as well.
Sure. Let's go back to your youth. What did you want to be when you were 5? Because I can't imagine it was a pitmaster.
Golly. It's hard to tell what I wanted to be, really. I mean, as a young kid, you probably wanted to be the firefighter thing or something, As I progressed and got a little bit older, I enjoyed being outside all the time. Mm-hmm. And so I was big into landscaping. That grew into being an electrician and wanted to be an outside electrician, working on high voltage, and also turned right into working outside with the wood-fired cooking, and providing entertainment and always having a party and inviting people over and cooking outside and stuff like that.
So did you get yourself an electrician's license?
Absolutely, yeah,
Okay.
From the University of Virginia.
The hell you say?
Yep. Yeah, so I got into the landscaping field 20 years ago, mm-hmm. and got a job at the university, got my foot in the door there, worked in landscaping 4 or 5 years, and then I got into the electrical apprenticeship they have there. Mm-hmm. So it's a 4-year program, and they provide books, school classes, on-the-job training, which was really important and a big key to that as well. So I got my electrical license there, and was an electrician there for a year or two, and then progressed right into the elevator department.
Okay.
Being an electrician is just a good prerequisite to get into the elevator field, working on the controls and such there too. So did that, and in between all of this, cooking for small people, and then growing up into the barbecue joint now.
So what was the motivation to take it from backyard with friends into the business?
Our success it happened really quickly. We got very popular very quickly, and it's been a passion of mine. Cooking, I found out I really, really love to cook just in general. It didn't have to be barbecue. Mm-hmm. I just like cooking all around. A lot of different dishes, and creativity has been pretty good with it. So we, I told myself if I didn't try it, I'd be kicking myself in the butt for the rest of my life for saying, oh, I wish I would have done this, or wonder how this could have been, so.
Did you take your inspiration from the feedback of friends and family, or did you go to competitions?
Yeah, so a little bit of both there. Friends and family, and that's where our, like we said before, our parties and such started there. And then a friend wanted a baby shower, a friend wanted a wedding shower. Well, that turned into full-blown weddings, 150-person weddings, and then I thought, I'd do some of it on weekends, hit up a few local wineries and breweries and sell some barbecue there to that. And that actually happened after a couple of competitions. We got our name out in the competitions in Scottsville. The James River Reel and the Raptor put on some competitions, and we won the first 2 there that we entered. And people were wondering why we didn't have a brick and mortar. And lo and behold, a very historic and big piece of this community, Cunningham Market, became available to me. I did some research and found out who owned it and put some money into that, and a great small spot to start out of.
And when did that open? Was it 2, 3 years?
2019, okay. October 2019, we opened the Cunningham.
And now at your new location here at the I don't even
10 Center Court, right outside of Lake Monticello by the fire department.
And then this opened
September 2nd, 21.
So that was a quick ascension.
Yeah,
that is good.
Yeah,
Ascension.
Almost exactly 2 years from our little spot.
Wow.
Yep.
So talk to me about, did you have a mentor in any way, or just doing it yourself and then just feedback?
If I actually had a personal mentor, it would be my dad, honestly. In everything he's done it correctly, and same thing, love of outdoor grilling and cooking and entertainment. So I've watched him over the years, selling products to people, and giving them what they, need, not trying to oversell to them either, but, and then his passion for just cooking as well, it's gone a long way. We have everybody knows how to cook at some point, but both sides of my family, mom and dad, both know really how to, put something together for a big crowd too.
Talk to me about a time when you failed to achieve a goal that you had and what you learned from that and how that has worked into the business today.
Wow, that's a tough one. I feel like I'm being interviewed.
You are.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. It's hard to talk about failures. Same thing. If I try to do something, I try to finish it. I try to do my best and try to do 100% at it. You know what I mean? So if I wasn't ready to open up a restaurant or ready to put everything I have into it, then we wouldn't have done it. So.
Talk to me about how the recent spike in difficulty of getting product.
Yeah.
Chicken shortages, pork. How has that affected the business?
Pandemic in general, there's been a lot of different struggles here and there, but you got to roll with the punches a little bit, and you've got to be flexible in what you're getting. We still try to get prime cuts of meat, prime cuts of beef. That's very important to me, and it's very important that we have everything to sell every day too. So we've adapted to it and just kind of rolling with it.
If you had, it's 2 questions, but it can be answered with a single answer. When you look at your business and what you're cooking, there's what you're cooking that is selling the best, and then there's what you're cooking that you enjoy cooking the most. What would that answer be for you?
I enjoy cooking brisket. That's not a lot of pitmasters will say that. We've mastered our brisket on our reverse flow smoker, and so I enjoy putting out that product every day. And it's very close to one of our best sellers. It's also, if we want to go to pork side of things, our ribs are phenomenal too. It's a hard one to master as well, but low and slow is key here for us.
Do you see doing a special event or something where you're doing a whole hog at some point? Is that something
Most
you
definitely.
could
Yeah, so, and that's really where the big barbecue started for us, 15 years ago here in Lake Monticello when I lived inside the lake. We did the 4th of July parties. In the first few years, we were doing whole hogs, trying somebody's pit. Every year we try something new, and I finally built a pit at my house, a concrete pit. And most definitely, that's a lot of fun. A big pig picking is a lot of fun.
I have yet to do it. It's one of the things I want to do, but
yeah,
there's not enough people around for me.
Yeah, there's a niche for it too, same way,
Yeah. If you could redo any portion of the career up to now, would you do anything different?
Oh man, same thing. I
Would you have
tried
jumped in
not
sooner?
to. What's that?
Would you have jumped in sooner?
I wasn't ready sooner. I wasn't ready, I don't think. I've done a lot of different things in my lifetime, and I'm glad to be where I'm at this young in my career, I want to say. And I'm very fortunate for all the things that I've learned. I still have my electrical knowledge, my elevator knowledge, my landscaping knowledge, and we've just added on the cooking knowledge, the barbecue knowledge, you know. And no, I don't think I'd do anything differently, honestly. I try to no regrets kind of lifestyle, you know.
I understand.
Move forward with it.
I understand. Well, let's change gears just slightly and talk some more fun stuff,
Yeah,
as it were.
absolutely.
So tell me what kind of hobbies and interests you have outside of this.
Oh man, well, if we're talking local, we have a lot of neat local things here. The rivers here, the Pleasant Grove hiking trails. You know, they have a disc golf course there. I love same thing, being outside. You know, anything we can do outside, sporting events. You know, big UVA fans in general. You know, like going to sporting events and spending time with my family as much as I can as well. You know, they're important, and playing a lot of different sports and getting into a lot of different things too. Okay. I enjoy.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh man, I'm gonna go right to Sandlot. First thing came out of my mouth. Sandlot, yeah, that's probably number one, man. The old one too, not the new one.
There's a new version? Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3, I think, but the Great Bambino, man, the first one. Yep.
What book are you currently reading?
Oh, you know,
And it can be to one of your kids. That's
oh goodness, we've read a lot of different books lately. We read some books at nighttime, so my 9-year-old's reading Blazing fast. They're big into like Pinkalicious type stuff. I mean, 2 girls, you know. But yeah, I don't have a big repertoire as far as like what I have, you know, on my schedule for reading.
check. If you won $500 million in Powerball, what would you do? Would you keep working?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd still be doing what I'm doing right here, right now.
Would you open a new your own place?
Yeah,
to
I think.
continue doing what
Yeah,
you're doing
I think
here?
we'd maybe have something a little bit larger, or something to add on to this. You know, something maybe in the brewery type thing. You know, barbecue, and you know, we make our own barbecue, we make our own beer. You know, something of that nature, probably.
That would do well here.
Yeah.
That would do well here. If you could get rid of one U.S. state, which one would you get rid of?
Oh
and
my
why?
goodness. Oh. I hate to be the guy to throw out, you know, North Dakota, but what do I know about North Dakota? Why do we need it? Flat farms. I mean, I need the beef and the pork, but I don't know much about it to need it to stick around.
Fair enough. Hey, most people are telling me California, so this is at least a bit different.
Yeah, I won't go on those, you know.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time again. Tell us how folks can come to the restaurant, its location, how they can reach you.
Yeah, 10 Center Court, WahooBBQ.com, 434-589-2286. Call ahead, pick up your orders. We have a lot of entertainment, full dining room, and it's completely separate. If you don't want the entertainment side, you have the dining room side, and a little bit of everything for everyone.
Well, Howie, I appreciate you taking the
Yes,
time.
sir.
Thank you, my friend.
Appreciate it.